What's up, guys? This is Crypto with James talking to you today about Fantom. Fantom, my best call ever. Fantom, a coin that went up 700 times in the past year from when I found it. Fantom, still able to do something pretty spectacular from where it is right now, and I will explain why. This is big money. This is something you're going to want to pay attention to. Also, we'll take a look at what's happening with Sam Bankman freed and this never-ending saga around FTX and why the hell he isn't in prison yet. Very good question. Cover all of that in this video. Before I get into it though, guys, if you're new to the channel, these are the first 26 coins I spoke about on this channel. Had you put in $100 into each of these coins when I release videos about them, and you were still holding all those cryptos, never sold them, done everything wrong, you'd still be in profit for around 9.2K, doing everything wrong. But if you just sold these last year, when the markets were flying, you could have made 123K. That's from a $2,600 investment. So it's about 40, 50x. That's not bad. Now, I had all of these. I sold them last year. These are not what I own anymore. If you want to see the coins I own, you can go to copymycrypto.com. On that site, I share my portfolio. I release videos every day talking about the markets, if that interests you. But a lot of people just go on to see what I'm invested in, copy along. It's like having a best mate that's very good at building houses. And you go, oh, I want to build a house. I'm going to copy him, make money. It's that simple, right? Now, Fantom went up 677 times last year. I did a Udemy course about it. I was the only YouTuber around in 2020 talking about Fantom. I did a whole video course on Udemy dedicated to the fact that this was going to 100x or more. Obviously, it did way more than that. I'll find another Fantom, another coin that can do that kind of run. And when I do, where do you think that information is going? That's going straight onto my site. I'm going to invest in it. I'm going to tell the members all about it, and they can copy along if they want, and they can make those gains as well. If you want to make those gains, if you want to make 677 times your money, then go read the site, guys. The link is in the description. The link is on screen. Go check it out. All right, Fantom. So Fantom is currently priced at around 25 cents. And look, it's a DAG network. It is ideally, is perfectly built in terms of throughput. The more people that use it, the faster this network works. It has the single best, or one of the best developers in the space right now. Andrew Cronje has rejoined. That is a big, big plus because obviously he left, and Fantom actually dropped quite a lot. And then since he's returned to the Fantom project, the Fantom has recovered a bit. Now, obviously, we're still in a bear cycle, so it's still down for quite a lot from its all-time high. But what I'm really, really excited about is they're looking at adding a new a new focal point for Fantom. So Fantom wants to cut their token burn rate by 75%. And to do that, they're going to fund DApp rewards programs. They want Fantom to become the YouTube/Twitch of blockchain platforms. That is their goal. And that was commented by the architect of the entire ecosystem, Andrew Cronje. Now, look, video streaming there is money there. That's advertising revenue. That is content delivery. That is, fundamentally, whether it's YouTube, whether it's TikTok. I mean, TikTok has blown up over the past couple of years. Twitch obviously has grown a hell of a lot over the past 5 years or so. YouTube's the king of content delivery right now. And this was a proposal led by Andrew Cronje on December 1st. And the whole premise is to fund the venture and to really push on their sort of DApp development. They're looking at introducing slashing the token burn rate from 20% to 5%. to support the proposal. So Fantom developers wrote, we take what works in Web 2 and restructure it to fit the network's priorities, which means the ad monetization and extending it to gas monetization for performing dApps to attract a steady stream of users. And that's the key thing. You've got to get users. So the governance proposal is obviously about utilizing those, or reducing those burn mechanisms and rewarding the developers, rewarding the people that come in to use the space. Now, the development team elaborated, saying, look, Fantom's Opera network is not directly competing against YouTube or Twitter, but looks to attract and retain high-grade talent continuously. And to qualify for the potential incentives, dApps must have recorded 1 million or more transactions and have spent 3 months or more on the Fantom Opera network. Upon approval, they can claim 15% of the total gas spent on their dApp. And that obviously then can be reinvested into development. Now, the Fantom Foundation said that it reserves the right to halt any payment stream indefinitely for any reason, including if fraudulent user activity is suspected, which is always good because you do want to make sure that you are stopping anyone that's committing any semblance of fraud, because it is easy to effectively churn out fake transactions, or not, fake information within the transactions, to push you over the threshold to earn some incentivization back. But the idea of Fantom pushing to become a YouTube/Twitch of blockchains, effectively they would be looking to compete with your sort of Theta. Probably Theta right now is the best positioned in terms of content delivery. And Fantom readying themselves for that is outstanding. Now, combine that with their already enormous ecosystem, combine that with the fact that they have partnerships with governments worldwide, combine that with the fact that they are already operating the traffic light system in Dubai. They're probably going to be the infrastructure for smart cities in Dubai. Fantom has still got immense potential. Now, APR is pretty good in terms of staking, 6%, right? And what I loved about Fantom when I initially did the Udemy course is actually the APR was around 44%, so it was really profitable, really profitable, obviously, and then it went up 700 times as well. But if you realize that there are 200 dApps already across Fantom, and then they're looking at another shift, another focal point being content delivery, the sky's the limit. And fundamentally, their blockchain is so, their DAG network is so well equipped to handle content delivery systems that this could be an absolute game changer for them. Now, it's a big ask to really push and grow this to become, the content delivery system of the YouTube/Twitch of blockchains. But if they can become that, and you got to back Andre Cronje, the guy that created Yearn Finance, the guy behind some of the most innovative DeFi stuff in the space. If they can do this, this could be a $10 coin. This could easily be a $10 coin. That would only put it at a 25 billion market cap. 25 billion market cap. When you're looking at Ethereum probably being a trillion market cap, when you're looking at Bitcoin being, probably 2 trillion market cap in the next bull cycle, 25 billion is a drop in the ocean if they can achieve this. But that is going to be something that's really important to watch now. How does the infrastructure that Fantom enable for dApps work? Does it work for content delivery? Do they become that YouTube of blockchains? So watching that development is going to be key over the next couple of years, because we're not going to see a bull cycle for a couple of years. So the development that they're pushing on is vital. And if they do this, $10 is well within reach. And honestly, it might be way more. It might be more. This is a really exciting development for Fantom. I'm really intrigued to see how this plays out. But what do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. Like the video. Oh, by the way, if you're a returning viewer, subscribe to the channel. Trying to get the amount of returning viewers that haven't subscribed down. It helps the channel. Plus, the videos are going to make you money, so you don't want to miss them. Very, very simple. So if you are a returning viewer, hit the subscribe button. And tell me what you guys think. Do you think it can do way more than $10? Let me know in the comments. And guys, if you want to see the coins I own right now, if you want to have this record of success, who else has a public record of success like this? If you want to make these gains, go to copymycrypto.com. The link's on screen. It's where I share my portfolio. We have beginners tutorials set up so that anyone that's never had any experience in crypto can get into crypto. I will find another Fantom, another coin that does 700x. And when I do, I'm going to tell the members. I'm not going to be doing a Udemy course again. I'm just going to get onto the site so the members know. So if you want to find out about it, you've got to get on the site. Read through it. See the hit success. And I release videos on a daily basis talking about the markets. And if you want to hear about that and you want to see what my daily thoughts are, you can do that as well. But most people just want to copy along. You know, it's like when you're in school and you've got a mate that's awesome at maths and you're shit at maths and you just look over his shoulder, copy him. Even though you've done no work, you get the same results. No one gets any more credit for doing the work. Same principle here. I do all the work, you can copy along. And that's it, guys. So go check it out. The link's on screen. And last thing, let's talk about Sam Bankman. How is he not behind bars? It hasn't been determined whether he did anything criminal. But let's be honest. We know. So the SEC and the DOJ are investigating him. And the disgraced businessman has been called to testify before the House Financial Services Committee after billions of dollars of clients' money went up in smoke in one of the most abrupt and difficult collapses in the history of corporate America. The exchange owes $3.1 billion to its top 50 creditors. That's just its top 50. So why isn't he behind bars? Well, the question is has he done anything wrong? Well, yeah. SBF's successor is John J. Wraith III, who is the man that helped untangle the collapse of Enron. And to hear him tell it, FTX's leadership was grossly incompetent, if not criminally so. In a bankruptcy filing that he put in, he said he'd never seen such a complete failure of corporate controls and such a complete absence of trustworthy financial information. Multiple investigations are underway, and until they're completed, it's clear SBF won't be behind bars anytime soon. FTX was not your typical company, and the world of crypto is rarely simple, but you had the FTX collapse, you had the Alameda collapse, the impact that they had on Solana was pretty goddamn dramatic. FTX ended up with over 100 related entities that was based within the Bahamas. A lot of that was all shifted through real estate, which we've learned through BitBoy. So shout out to BitBoy there, because I've seen the investigative work that he's been doing. And it's been quality, to be fair to him. And look, they have Bahamian ties, add a further layer of complexity to the US investigation. Prosecutors are not as adept at large-scale cryptocurrency fraud because it's such a new area. Gathering the right information for filing charges is obviously more complex and opaque. And while an SBF charge is just a matter of time, investigations for prosecution often take time. But here's the reality, guys. And here is the reality. He won't go to prison. He should, but he won't. Money doesn't go to prison. or if money goes to prison, it goes to prison for a very short amount of time. We've seen it before. We've seen it before in multiple different criminal cases. Just doesn't happen. Bahama does have an extradition treaty, so that's good news. But I think we will see this man avoid any semblance of justice. And even Elon Musk is at this point screaming that this man should go to prison. It appears that he is in a charm campaign right now to minimize his guilt, asserting that he didn't know or didn't understand what was happening, and he didn't knowingly commingle funds. Optics and public opinion remain an integral part of the crypto ecosystem in determining whether to prosecute. But he's done something. Like, we know he's done it. We know he's done it. And you actually watch the interviews as well. He's shaking. Like, the whole time, he's shaking. He's just been doing drugs the whole goddamn time. He's not been partying, doing drugs, and literally just siphoning money out of those businesses into real estate. So it's hard. So it's damn near impossible to get your funds back. And if anyone doesn't believe me, go check out BitBoy's stuff lately, because all his stuff in the Bahamas was fantastic. You saw him going around asking them questions. And is incompetence an excuse? No. Incompetence, criminality, when it's that much money, they're the same thing. And I don't believe it was incompetence. I believe he was criminally negligent, or criminally fraudulent, rather. And for those of you that have had funds on FTX, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry that anyone's struggling with the situation with FTX. I know that's hurt a lot of people. And unfortunately, I don't think we're done. I think there'll be I still think other exchanges will fall, because I think other exchanges have far bigger liabilities than they do reserves, and we'll find that out over the course of the next couple of years. Which is why it's always prudent to put your funds on a wallet, a cold wallet, Ledger, Nano, whatever. Nano, Ledger, Trezor, MetaMask. All of these are fine. Just not with these guys, not with exchanges, because it's not your money. Anyway, let's see if he ends up behind bars. Let's see how he testifies in front of Congress, or in front of the House, the Financial Services Committee. But yeah, and let me know, guys, what do you think of Sam Bankman-Fried? Is he a fraudster? Is he a criminal? Is he incompetent? Was he a pawn? What do you think? Let me know down below. Take care. Bye-bye.